Hello Twitter, straight YouTube. I've just realised this isn't Twitter, is it? But it will appear on Twitter anyway, so it's appropriate. Um, well, evening. It's been a while. Um, so what's happened since I last posted on here? Well, as you can probably see, I've had to chop my hair, or my fringe, because it's been driving me up the wall. However, trying to cut your hair can be quite a hard thing. Mine's not quite behaving how I'd like it to. So still not quite how I want it to be. But I'm having to grow out this asymmetric stuff, so it's gonna have to stay like this for a bit. So eventful times. Since I was last on, I've had an interesting Friday the 13th, where I crash landed onto a floor. And as a result, I'm now having to have a heart or life card monitor fitted in a couple of weeks' time, which has been a battle in itself because the hospital that saw me has given incorrect discharge information about when this thing was supposed to be fitted, which has caused major headaches for both me and my GP practice. So yeah, it's an interesting part of the last couple of weeks. What else? Well, until that monitor is fitted and I've done my little diary and all that kind of stuff, I still have no clue what's going on with me. I am truly ruling out ME because nothing of what's going on seems to be anywhere near matching what I've had in the past. I'm 400% of having ME in the past. Tends to give you a bit of an idea of what's going on with you. So what I'm doing at the moment is trying to do other stuff, partly to chill me out, partly to try and promote me a bit, because I'm still finding retail a bit too tough now. I don't know whether I'm too long in the tooth for it, or whether I've got a bit cynical with it. I don't know. I think quite a lot of it's a nonsense, really. If I'm honest. Especially all the management talk. It's a lot of complete nonsense. So, what I'm doing now, in a more positive thing, is I've just started to have an art blog, which involves me putting my stuff on WordPress, at angielamart.wordpress.com. So I have my sketches online, which I've not done before properly. This is my first proper chance, and so far feedback's been actually really positive. Done a painting during the week, and I'm trying to work on postcard sketches because it's nearly that time of the year again when RCA Secret comes along, and I kind of want to have a bit of thinking time for a change, which I don't always get the chance to do. So I'm doing that. Still sorting out life. Life's still trying to sort me out, but in a very mixed bundle of ways, some of which I haven't quite fathomed yet. But maybe possibly good things are coming around. I don't know. Oh, and I'm looking into my family tree, which turns out to be very complicated. Like many things in life, well, especially my life, it would apparently seem. I'm looking into my family tree because I don't know huge amounts about my family. Uh, for many reasons, many reasons. Partly because a lot of my few elements of my family, I believe, had a bit of a fallout some time ago, which led to me not actually knowing that much of my family. So so far it's proving quite bizarre. Um, uh, my dad's record being one of the bizarrest so far, which truly doesn't surprise me. It would seem that my dad was either never born or was born under another name. Because all I can find right now are marriage records in the US. Um, at a time when on the only letter that I have from him says that he wasn't married at all. Again, it doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Not a tiny bit, not one little bit. Um, so yeah, this is my new quest. It's been waiting there for a while for me to do. I have thousands of blooming pictures which have no names on them because families during a certain period of their time of many decades that have been around would take photos, never thinking that someone at some point might want to know who are on those photos. Therefore, they didn't actually put names on the backs or when they were actually done. So, new quest is that, as well as doing the family tree, I try and work out who mystery people are. Now, occasionally, I may even flash one of these mystery people on to here. So, I can't get it at the moment, but I have an amazing mystery man of my family, I think, who is sporting a fantastically military kind of hair crop and quite big, twizzly kind of a moustache and a military jacket kind of a thing. He's a complete mystery right now. Don't know who he is. Don't know what period. Apparently, there's books that give you little clues to tell you about costume from photos to try and date things. And someone else has suggested that I can also, if I can find the photographer for these photos or the studio, I might also be able to find out roughly when they were photographed. Um, so yeah, you may wonder why I'm quite so fascinated about my family history, as I'm fairly young. There's quite a few reasons. One being that I lost my mum when I was about 2, so it's therefore quite tricky to find out family history because that knocks down some of the family history that you normally get as like a handover from the family. This is who you are. This is who you could be. I know, weirdly, that I look very much similar to my mum, to say the least. I bear a stupidly good resemblance to her, minus this crazy hair that I've got. Obviously, she didn't have an asymmetric haircut when she was around because I don't think the asymmetric haircut was ever in like the 1940s, 50s, and beyond. So I don't have quite that similarity. What I do have though is a very similar face. Again, apart from the Monroe and the nose piercing. Because again, she didn't really have that. But yeah, I kind of have that to find out. So far, I have found lots of not so cheery but very informative death certificates. Um, for my mum and my nan and I think my grandfather. Um, and who else? Oh, not many else. I did have some other documents, but I can't find those right now. They're somewhere in my flat, I'm hoping, because I truly hope I haven't left those at the house that I was at. And yeah, don't know my dad's side of the family either. He's a mystery. Probably for good reason. Because from what I understand, he also caused a bit of a divider in my family as well. So that was great. He sounds like he's got a bit of a foreign surname, if that's his surname. Because right now I'm wondering whether he's even changed his name by deed poll. Simply because no birth or death record exists for him. If anyone has any hints on how you find someone that only seems to have been married but has never been born, please do tell me. Because I'm very new on this whole family tree malarkey, and it's unbelievably complicated. Like, you have to, even the census, not very straightforward. So you have to, what is it? You have to look for each quarter. So sometimes you'll look, and only one member out of your entire family that were present and correct at the time will be listed, which is what I'm finding right now. Same with military records as well. Military ones, well, military records, and apparently even marriage birth and death certificates, not always completely correct. Because it only takes one person to balls up your name on either, and then you find it's very hard to find yourself on the list. Because again, that's another thing that's happening. My nan doesn't appear to be on some records. There's some near matches. There's a near birth there's a near match up for birth, so that it's out by over a year. And a librarian handily told me that this could be that there was a muck up on her actual birth certificate. So it is quite mad. At this point, I kind of probably would need, like, I was about to say whose line is it anyway. Who do you think you are? That's the one. Or like a Tony Robinson figure to appear from somewhere to then bring a massive team to explore the mysteries of my family tree. However, don't think that's going to happen. So my quest is on, and I'm going to try and have a look at I believe it's the free birth, deaths and marriages site, and try Ancestry, which is also very bloody complicated. Kind of think this is going to be a really easy thing to do, but it's not, because I lack a lot of information right now. It may be that I also have to do Somerset House, I guess. I think that's the one for the UK's records. But anywho, that's what's going on with me. I'm still a little bit stressy because life is not quite